Be aware of creepy club dudes. Me and my friends had to learn that the hard way. So I'm going to preface this with the fact that I spend a lot of time listening to YouTube compilations of stories just like this one, and I have a fascination for true crime. I feel this is what I have to thank for my vigilance last night. The second thing is that, if you go to any clubs in Royal Oak, Michigan, please be careful. I've had multiple friends get their drinks spiked in that area, and this story is the scariest thing we've encountered yet. So me and a big group of friends were out last night. We had our own booth at the club, but I saw two of the girls from my group, B and S, standing with two guys from our group, L and D, and they're all over by the bar. I go over there and there's this guy I don't recognize standing between B and D. Now this guy wasn't with anyone in our group. I hadn't seen him at all the entire night. We'll call him Creepy Guy. Now Creepy Guy isn't bad looking, probably about 5'6". His hair was styled and his beard was trimmed nice. He looked like your everyday average Joe, but within the first minute of me walking up, I instantly felt uneasy because I watched D trying to talk to Creepy Guy, but instead of responding to D, he just stared at him. Something about the look on Creepy Guy's face didn't sit right with me, especially after he kept ignoring D and switched to staring right at B. This caused alarm bells to instantly start going off in my head, and my gut was screaming at me that something wasn't right with this guy. At this point, I turn to L and ask who the fuck is this guy, and L tells me it'd be just met him, I guess. I look back over to B and Creepy Guy is saying something to her. Again, his something about his stare shakes me to my literal core. He looked as if all he's thinking about is if he'll be able to get my friend alone or not, and the way his arm was around her was making alarm bells go off in my head again. Mind you, by this point, we've talked to plenty of people there. My girlfriends and I are also all pretty drunk by this point too, so I think at first B thought, okay, this guy is just looking to hang around, but this was the part where she also started looking uncomfortable. And I noticed D had his hand on B and was subtly trying to pull her away from Creepy Guy. This is when I step closer to them and grab B by the waist and pull her next to me. And I look Creepy Guy in the eyes and give him the most I know what you're trying and intimidating glare I can muster up. B seems confused as I yell over the music to her we need to get to the bathroom now. As I'm pushing B forward and grabbing S to pull both of them to the bathroom, Creepy Guy comes right up behind me and I could tell he was determined to get to B. The second I pulled B away from him, he stepped around D and was trying to get closer again. I turn around and push my elbow into his chest and push him back as hard as I can. Glare him down again, then I pull the girls to the bathroom. On the way there, I point the guy out to security and explain how terrified we all were, as just went through some stuff at a different club last weekend, so she was very shaken up. I explained all of my observations to both of them, while B and I comforted S. Even the bathroom attendant knew who we were talking about, cause apparently some other girls had mentioned him when we came out of the bathroom. One of the other guys in our group also told me that when Creepy Guy had his arm around B, it definitely looked like he was about to slip something into her drink. D told me that I was right and Creepy Guy said nothing to any of the guys in our group, only to B, and that for some reason sent a chill down my spine. I don't know what this guy thought he was going to do, or how he thought he was gonna get her alone, but I'm so glad I walked up when I did, because without me dragging the girls to the bathroom made what the guys would have been able to do to help. The only thing I wish I did differently, I wish I made a scene and gotten the guy thrown out, that I had turned around and told him to leave my friends alone, but had I done that I might have punched him in the face myself. For my fellow ladies, always be on the lookout and be careful at the bar, club, or wherever you go, and never doubt what your gut tells you.